Welcome back to Wudao Music. Today's video is actually just a quick recommendation on some of the resources that you can use whether you're getting started with or if you're improving your Xiao practice. Of course, my most recommended resource is if you subscribe to this channel and follow along with these tutorials. There's already a plethora of information available here. I also have more detailed information on my website, notation directories, and more. And if you're super motivated, you can join the Discord server as well. So all of that is linked in the description below. Be sure to check that out. I'm kind of making it my mission to collect and share as much information as I can on the Xiao in the hopes that it will help in your own practice. So there's a lot available there, a lot more to come as well, so be sure to check those out. However, I did want to share with you some of the things that helped me get started, some of the resources that I've used as well. So to start off with, of course, we have the books. So this is kind of a part of my Xiao library. These are the things that I have used since practicing, and a lot of them I'm still using right now as well. So I will share with you a few of them. This one is actually the first Xiao book that I ever got. It's very popular. It's a pretty good introductory book in China. They actually make these for all different instruments. And so this one for the Xiao is really nice. It was difficult for me to pick up on because it was all in Chinese. My Chinese reading is not that great. But it has a lot of basic drills, and I was able to get people to help me walk through it. Really, really good book, and a lot of my source material comes from this book originally. So really good introductory book, okay? Then a lot of these other ones that I bought after that are also introduction books or notation books. This one's actually for Dizi. Then there's some introduction, some notation books, and just some different sheet music, different things to try out. This was kind of experimental for me, okay? Then we get to these four, which this one is two books, but one together. These are actually the ones that I probably use on more of a day-to-day basis now. The ones that I really, really like and I would highly recommend. This one is actually the smallest one, but it is one of the best ones. This is by Zhang Wei Liang. So he's a very, very famous composer, musician, and dongxiao player. This is his introduction book on the Xiao, and it's really, really nice because his basic routines, his songs, the pieces that he chooses to introduce you to music through are really, really great for Xiao practice. So I recently found this one, but I really, really like it, and I've been using this one a lot to practice with because it has a really, really nice kind of traditional feel, like what you think of when you hear the Xiao. That's what Zhang Wei Liang plays. So check out his songs. There's not a lot online, but I do have some playlists of his music available, so you can check those out. Really, really great resource, okay? Then you have another really great one that's a little bit more comprehensive by Chen Yue. So she's a really awesome musician as well. She plays Dizi and Xiao, as probably well as a bunch of other instruments, but most well known for Xiao and Dizi. And this is a really, really great introduction book. It's got a really comprehensive take. It's a lot more kind of standardized than what Zhang Wei Liang, like I would call him more traditional. And she plays traditional pieces as well, but her approach to music is more technical. It seems more kind of like Western music orchestrated in some ways. But a really, really nice book, a lot more thorough and detailed as far as like introduction level explanation goes. So really, really good resource as well. This one I find myself going through every now and then. It's a good thing to kind of touch up on. Yeah. Then you have this one, which is a handwritten one. Just kind of a nice book. The songs aren't too complicated in it, but it's just straight music notation, which is really good. This is kind of a special one. This one might be harder to find. And then this is the one that I actually really want to share with you. This is the newest book that I found, and actually it just got published last year, but this is a testing book for Xiao. So the first book is levels 1 through 7, and this book is level 8 through 10. Okay, so that's the most advanced. I have not touched this one yet. This one is very complicated, but I've been slowly working my way through level 1 through 7. And I don't know if I'll get all the way to 7, but my goal is to go through the testing later on this year. Hopefully I can document that experience and like share that as well. But these books are really nice because they have a really, really good, solid, comprehensive structure to them. And if you go through the curriculum in this, you're going to improve. So my hope is to slowly share some of this notation as well, because these kind of resources are really nice because they're laid out in a way that constantly kind of challenge you and improve upon your basics. So really good drills in here. I think you'll be seeing more of this one on the channel soon. So keep an eye out for this. This one is going to be really, really good for practice, okay? But not everyone is going to have access to these books very easily. So the easiest thing you can actually do is go online and search for notation. You can do that if you have the title of the song, and then all you need to do is add the characters for Jian Pu next to that. You can do that in a Google search, you can do that on Baidu, which is the Chinese search engine, and most likely you'll come up with search results. So I've actually included the characters for Jian Pu in the description. You can copy and paste those and look for notation. Pretty easy to find, and if you're using Google Chrome and you come across a notation website, which there are tons of, you can actually translate the whole website and it should be relatively easy to navigate. So I've shared a few of those in the description, but look around. If you're willing to do a little bit of digging, you will definitely come across a lot of good resources. It'll just take a little work to sort through. I do hope that this helps you to find some new resources. But also, remember that I created an entire Xiao basics series on this channel. I recorded 50 songs with both a G key and an F key Xiao, both in standard tuning, full with notation. So you can go from basic drills all the way into full musical pieces with more complicated techniques and progressions through that series. Okay, I tried to create a pretty comprehensive list so that you can follow it all the way through and constantly have something to improve on. So be sure to check that out. Yeah, that series really helped me improve my own playing, and I'm really happy to keep sharing like what I'm learning, what I'm continuing to practice myself. So if you have any requests, recommendations, leave those in the comments. I'll do my best to answer those, maybe create more content as well. Who knows, maybe someday I'll actually figure all this out enough to create a Xiao study book or something. So until next week, keep practicing. We'll see you next time.